Hi everyone, I'm here with Sarah Hofstetter, who is the CEO of 360i, a global agency with over 1,000 employees. And I know, Sarah, that obviously we have a much smaller agency, but we've both seen some commonalities in women who are coming up through the workforce having a sort of distorted view of their own worth.
Well, I think I can speak from my own personal experiences, and I can certainly say that was the case with me when I was coming up in the workforce. And I've certainly seen lookalike examples of that. So one of the benefits of being in this position is you can see how people perceive themselves because they'll write their own self-reviews before you write their reviews, or at least that's how our review process is. And you'll see people write their accomplishments over the past 6 months because we do reviews twice a year, and they'll tell a story about themselves. And in some cases, it's such fiction, you just kind of are like, who is this person? But in other cases, they're completely undercrediting their output and their achievements. And it makes you scratch your head and say, why is there such a disconnect? And to the point that I want to rewrite it for them, but they have to learn. But one of the things it made me think about is the fact that I did the same thing. I had a very hard time when I first started being, I don't know if the word is self-promotional, but the ability to effectively articulate your achievements.
Yeah, to be a cheerleader for yourself, to toot your own horn, to say the good things that you've done. I found that very challenging early in my career as well.
It's even more challenging, I think, because as marketers, our job is to make other people or other companies look great, and the responsibility is to make yourself invisible in the vein of making either other people or other brands front and center. And so when it becomes time to promote yourself, gosh, that becomes much more challenging. And it requires a different way of looking at things. And I can certainly say I certainly needed it for myself as well.
So what did you do to overcome this feeling of, not being able to talk about yourself?
It's the most simple thing, but it didn't happen until a few years into my career, which is I got a friend. I got a friend at work.
Tell me.
Very exciting. But having a friend at work who can help you see you for what you are and what you're capable of doing, especially somebody who actually understands what happens at the office day in and day out and can see where and how you are shining maybe above your peer set or beyond your peer set, and helps put up that mirror to you to help you see it, not in a distorted way, but in a way that actually helps benefit the organization, is what you need in order to help yourself gain the combination of the confidence and the context to be successful. And it's not to say that mentors aren't beneficial. They are, and I've had a mentor, and it's been a wonderful experience. But a friend is different. A friend is somebody who doesn't have anything to lose by giving that context to you. Usually they're not competing for the same job, but they understand the workflow and they understand the environment, and they can really give you the kinds of context and the boost of confidence. And you have to do that back to your friends as well.
Yeah, so it's not a friend who's going to advocate on your behalf to others. It's the friend who's going to give the feedback to you and help push you to shine.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. So it's so simple. I mean, everyone can get a friend, right? A friend in the workplace.
Well, I mean, unless you're a social misfit.
Well, then we have bigger problems.
Yes.
Then we have much bigger problems.
Exactly. But certainly in the marketing business, I mean, it's funny when you think about it. Actually, I was just reading this book by Dan Buettner, and he writes about the importance of happiness. And one of the most important contributors to happiness in the workplace, above anything else, above pay, above promotion, above anything else, is having a best friend at work.
It's such a simple concept, and when you frame it in the context that not only does it make you happier, but it can actually help you in your career.
It will absolutely help you in your career because it gives you the combination of the context and the content to get you to that, either to that next level, or more importantly, for you to be able to think about what you want to do next. Because as bosses, I'm sure you have to go through this very often, where people come into the office and expect you to be a mind reader. They expect you to know what the next job should be for them. They expect you to be able to map out their career, even though you have no idea what they want to be doing next. The best assumption that we can go off of as supervisors is assume that the employee wants to be the next level of the
Right.
version that she's at, and maybe she wants to eventually take over for you, which, by the way, great, God bless.
Always.
But otherwise, if they want to make a pivot in their career, or they want to be rotated into a different line of business or something like that, we're only going to know if we're told. And a friend can help tease that out.
I love that. I really do. And I have to tell you, Sarah, I am so lucky to have a friend like you.
Oh, Carrie.
It's true.